Brocky, keep talking about whiskey and kicks.
What's good, people? It's your boy Brocky, Whiskey and Kicks. It's Whiskey Wednesday, and everybody knows on Whiskey Wednesday, Brocky tastes the booze. We're back. We are back. Haven't done this segment in a while, man, so I'm a little excited about it. You know what I'm saying? We in the new digs. I was trying to find a good spot. I wanted to find a good backdrop, and what better than Doom, Tribe Called Quest, Wolfman, and Whiskey Tango. What better than that? So, let's get to it, man. Y'all know how I get straight to it. Let's pour some of this offering here. This is Bardstown Bourbon Company. Now, you guys have seen me sip Bardstown a zillion times. This looks just like the old bottle, but this is not the old bottle. This is Fusion Series number 5. So I haven't had this one yet. Not to my knowledge. They gave me this bottle at a tasting, so maybe I had it at that tasting. I just don't remember. But even if I had it, haven't shared it with you guys yet. So let's talk about it. All right. So when I looked this up online on their website, I saw that there's a Fusion Series number 6 out there. Didn't know that. Don't have that. What's up, man? Nick, where you at, baby? Where's that number 6? Show me where to get it so I can go grab a bottle. It's hard to find out here in Virginia, it seems. But anyway, Fusion Series number 5 is what we have here. And let's read a couple things off the website about it. The latest series, Fusion number 5, showcases the fusion between exemplary 11-year-old sourced bourbon with 2 of our own carefully selected mash bills. So they have external, sourced bourbon, which is perfectly fine in my book, and they blended it with 2 of their selected mash bills, all bourbons. As we grow, our bourbon ages, a difference you can taste with each Fusion release. Tasting notes. Rich bread pudding and caramelized plantains with a touch of orange zest leads to flavors of dark chocolate and Bing cherry on the palate, concluding with the signature smooth and balanced Fusion finish, perfect for a cocktail or a summer sipper. All right, so I'm interested in this chocolate and Bing cherry on the palate. Bread pudding, rich bread pudding on the nose, I'm assuming it means. So this is coming in at 94.9 proof. We're talking about 56% Bardstown Bourbon Company 4-year bourbon, 70% corn, 18% rye, and malted barley, 12% in that. 14% of this is Bardstown Bourbon Company 3-year bourbon, corn 60%, rye 26%, wheat 10%. So there's some wheat in this. Malted barley 4%. Interested in that wheat. Interesting. And so what percentage, for those watching who might know, what percentage of wheat needs to be in a mash bill for it to be considered a wheated bourbon? I mean, I could just look this up online, but I want somebody to tell me, please. 30% Kentucky, that's the source bourbon. 11-year, corn 75% in that, rye 13%, malted barley 12%. Very curious about this. That's a very interesting mash bill, in my opinion. The 75% corn, 7%, I mean, you're gonna get the sweetness right there, right? You have a 26% rye. I'm not sure what's considered a high rye mash bill. Over what percent is called a high rye mash bill? What's going to give it that spiciness where it sips kind of like a rye? Yeah. So, oh my goodness. Wow. So yeah, there's definitely some richness and some I'm not picking up the plantains, but the bread pudding, I can see what they're talking about with the bread pudding. Oh man. My grandmother made delicious bread pudding. I never even seen or heard of another bread pudding the way she made it. It was incredible. Oh, okay, let's check this out. Okay, so that was definitely interesting, and it's a very long finish on this whiskey. So the Bing cherry hit me first, the chocolate hit me second, the spiciness hit me third, and then the sweetness of the corn hit last. I mean, literally in that order. The cherry showed right up. Very interesting. And of course, sometimes when we read things, I've talked about this on my show before. Like we read things and someone tell us what to look for, you can identify those things. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Because I think that's how you train your palate. And then in the future, Bing cherry might show up for you because you can identify that taste. But with this, for me, just now, yes, the cherry, I don't know if I would have said Bing cherry, but cherry showed up for sure. Because you know why? Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. Bardstown does it again. This shit is delicious, yo. This is good. I love the stuff. I love Bardstown. This is not a commercial. This is not a Bardstown sponsor segment. You see this stuff in the store, grab a bottle. I don't care what the label looks like. It says Bardstown Bourbon Company. Grab it. They are doing amazing things at that distillery. But what this reminded me of when I first sipped it was my mom used to get, I probably bought them for her for not on Thanksgiving, for Valentine's Day, and maybe her birthday, Mother's Day. She would get that box of chocolates. I can't remember. It's a yellow box with it looks like it's embroidered, but it's just kind of painted on. The letters is real fancy. A light yellow box. And in this box of chocolates, there was always one chocolate with the cherry inside. And it had like this minty type of stuff inside of it, and with a cherry inside that chocolate. I always wanted that piece. I eyed that piece. I will open it up and look at it before, just to see if she wanted it or she already ate it. And if it was sitting there after a week or a few days, I asked her if I could have it. Sometimes she would let me eat it. That's what this reminded me of just now. It took me right there. So yes, the chocolate and the cherry definitely show up. Not the menthol part, not the minty part, but the chocolate and the cherry shows up for sure. And it's definitely, I hate to use this term, but it's definitely a smooth bourbon. It's very pleasant. It's not harsh. It's not gonna rip your chest open. You do get a little bit of spiciness, but it's really subtle. And the more I sip it, the less that spiciness shows up. So maybe that was just my first sip of the night type of thing. Bardstown Bourbon Company, Fusion number 5. This is what we doing, y'all. Brocky Taste the Booze, Whiskey Wednesdays. Hope y'all enjoyed this short segment. I'll see y'all next week. Cheers.
Brocky, keep talking about whiskey and kicks.